In this video, I will show you how to sew a button. What you'll need is a pair of scissors, some thread, and I'm using contrasting thread so that you can see the work, but normally you would use a thread color that matches your button, and I'm going to show you how to do this with 4-hole button, but the same technique also applies for a 2-hole button. A straight pin, which you'll see why you'll need that in a minute, a threaded needle, and this is 2 thicknesses of thread just for reinforcement, and you won't have to make as many stitches. And this thread is knotted at the end. And then this piece of fabric represents your garment, whether it be your shirt or your pants. You'll first have to determine where you're going to place your button, and you'll want to just align that with the button hole. So take your thread, you bring it up through the fabric, again wherever the button needs to be placed, and the knot stops the thread from coming through, and feed your thread through one of the holes. On one of the opposite holes, you push your thread down through. Now don't make it go tight because we're going to use the straight pin. To create a little bit of extra room in the button. And then you come up through that 3rd hole that you haven't come up through yet. And I'm just trying to hold that straight pin in place. So now you have 2 stitches through each of the holes. You could also do an X design, but for this purpose I'm just doing 2 straight lines. And you bring the thread up through the hole again. And you do this at least 3 times on each side, possibly more. Then bring your thread up through the fabric, but not through the button. Like this. Pull the needle through. Now you can take your straight pin out, and you're going to create what's called a shank. And this just reinforces. So wrap it around 5 or 6 times. And this gives you a little bit of room between your button and the fabric so that you can actually button your button. Feed your needle back through the fabric. Pull it all the way through. And now on the back side, you're just going to knot it. And I just grab a little bit of fabric right behind the button with a needle. I bring it through, and then I feed the needle through the hole, the loop that I've just created, and you tighten it. And I do that 2 or 3 times to secure your knot. And take the scissors, and there you have it. You've just sewn your button.